Snow fell gently from the gray New Year's Eve sky, covering the city in white silence. Roofs disappeared under thick layers, and bare trees bowed under the weight. The streets were alive with people rushing home. "We'll be late," one man laughed. "Hurry, the food is getting cold," a woman called. Windows glowed warmly, and smoke curled from chimneys. Inside, families gathered, talking and smiling. Outside, the cold ruled without mercy. It bit through coats and boots. And in the middle of all that movement and warmth, one small girl walked alone, unseen. Her name was Alina. She wore no shoes, no scarf, and no coat. Her feet were red and numb, barely feeling the frozen stones beneath her. Her thin dress stiffened with frost at the edges. She clutched a small wooden box of matches to her chest. "Please," she whispered to herself, "just one sail." Her stepfather's voice echoed in her mind. "Don't come back without money." She swallowed hard. Fear pushed her forward, step by painful step, deeper into the cold streets. Alina passed warm homes filled with smells that made her stomach twist. Roasted meat, fresh bread, sweet apples and cinnamon. She stopped once, breathing deeply. "It smells so good," she murmured. Laughter spilled from a doorway nearby. A man brushed past her without looking. A woman adjusted her fur coat and hurried on. No one noticed the shaking girl. "Matches?" Alina asked softly. Her voice disappeared into the wind. No one answered. She pressed herself closer to the wall and kept walking. The cold grew sharper as night fell. Alina's fingers ached, and her lips trembled. "Someone will need a match," she whispered. "Someone must." She approached a couple. "Please, matches." The man shook his head. "Not now." They walked away. Her stomach growled loudly. She hugged the box tighter. "If I go home like this..." She didn't finish the thought. Fear and cold fought inside her chest. Still, she walked on as the year's final hours slipped away. By late evening, Alina could no longer feel her toes. Lights in windows looked brighter now, almost magical. She stopped beneath one and stared. Just for a moment, she thought. But she turned away. "I can't go home yet." The street grew quieter. Snow softened every sound. Her knees shook. At last, she found a narrow space between two buildings and crouched down. The wind was weaker there. She curled into herself, teeth chattering. "I'm so cold," she whispered into the dark. Her eyes fell to the matchbox. Her stepfather's warning echoed again. "They are not for you." Alina hesitated. Then she whispered, "Just one, please." Her fingers struggled, but the match sparked. A tiny flame bloomed. "Oh," she breathed. Warmth touched her skin like a gentle hand. In the glow, the cold wall vanished. She saw a room with a blazing fireplace. "It's warm," she smiled. "So warm." She stretched her hands toward the fire. Then the flame died. Darkness rushed back. Alina shivered harder. "I need it again," she said. She struck another match. This time a long table appeared, covered in food. "Bread," she whispered. "And soup." A roasted bird sat in the center, golden and steaming. It seemed to move toward her. "Wait," she cried softly, reaching out. The match burned her finger. She gasped. The vision vanished. The alley returned. Her stomach hurt even more now. Tears filled her eyes. "Why does it go away?" she asked the night. She struck a third match. Light filled the alley again. This time she stood before a great tree, taller than any she had seen. Candles glowed like stars. "It's beautiful," Alina said in awe. She reached upward. Suddenly, the candles lifted into the sky. They became real stars. One bright star fell, leaving a shining trail. Alina whispered, "Grandmother said that means someone is leaving the world." Her chest tightened. "I miss you," she said softly. Her eyes burned with tears. The match went out. Without thinking, Alina struck another. And another. The light grew strong. In it stood her grandmother, smiling, warm and healthy. "Grandma!" Alina cried. You came. The woman knelt and opened her arms. My child, she said gently. Alina ran into her embrace. Don't leave, Alina begged. Please take me with you. Her grandmother stroked her hair. Everything will be all right, she whispered. This time the light did not fade. Instead, footsteps echoed. Hello. A woman's voice called. Is someone here? A woman in a thick coat appeared. Oh my goodness, she gasped. You're freezing. Alina could not speak. The woman wrapped her arms around her. It's okay, she said firmly. I've got you now. She looked at the matches and sighed. You poor child. She lifted Alina gently. We're going somewhere warm, she promised. When Alina woke, firelight danced on the walls. She lay in a bed under heavy quilts. Where am I? She whispered. A woman smiled beside her. My name is Helena, she said. You're safe. She offered a bowl. Soup. Eat slowly. Alina took a spoonful. Warmth spread inside her. Tears rolled down her cheeks. Thank you, she whispered. Helena squeezed her hand. You don't have to be afraid anymore, she said softly. The days that followed were quiet and kind. Helena cleaned Alina's wounds carefully. Does this hurt? She asked. Alina shook her head. Not much. Clean clothes replaced the frozen dress. They're yours, Helena said. At night, Alina woke from bad dreams. I'm here, Helena would say, sitting beside her. Slowly, Alina began to talk. She spoke of cold nights and fear. Helena listened without interrupting. You didn't deserve that, she said gently. One morning, Helena sat beside Alina and said, I spoke to the authorities. Alina stiffened. Will I be sent back? Helena shook her head. No. I told them everything. She took Alina's hands. If you want, I would like to be your guardian. Alina blinked. You mean stay here? Helena smiled. Yes, home. A family. Alina's voice shook. Forever. Helena nodded. Forever if you choose. Alina threw her arms around her. Yes, please. Life changed slowly but completely. Alina went to school. You're very smart, her teacher said. She learned to read and write. Home, Helena cooked warm meals. More soup, she asked. Alina laughed. Yes, please. She slept peacefully each night. No fear. No cold. She began to smile easily. I like it here, she said one evening. Helena replied. So do I. They sat by the fire, comfortable in silence. On New Year's Eve they watched snow fall together. Do you remember last year? Helena asked gently. Alina nodded. I was so cold. Helena wrapped an arm around her. You'll never be cold again. Alina looked at the fire. The light saved me, she said. Helena smiled. And now you carry that light inside you. Alina thought about that and smiled too. Sometimes on quiet nights, Alina lit a single match. Helena noticed once. Are you cold? She asked. Alina shook her head. No. I just remember. The small flame flickered. It reminds me that light can find you, even in the darkest places. Helena kissed her forehead. That's true, she said. Very true. As years passed, Alina grew strong and confident. She laughed often. She helped others. When she saw someone cold or alone, she stopped. Are you okay? She would ask. Helena watched with pride. You have a kind heart, she said. Alina smiled. Someone once showed me kindness. The city still changed each winter. Snow still fell. People still hurried home. But now, when Alina walked those streets, she felt warmth inside her chest. She remembered who she had been. And she remembered who she had become. One evening she looked up at the stars. Grandma, she whispered, smiling. I'm okay now. The stars shimmered quietly above her. Alina knew with complete certainty that she would never again be hungry, cold, or alone. Light had found her, and it had stayed.